YouTube, what's going on? Happy Saturday. It is, well, Saturday afternoon. I think it's like around 2 o'clock Phoenix time. Not that that matters to any of you. But I'm here doing a video because I got a few cars. I picked up some stuff last night. I'll start with that stuff. 50 cents loose. This one is pretty much loose mint. I already have it, but I'll never pass up on one of these for 50 cents. Even the new ones with all the plastic, I'd still buy for 50 cents. But especially the older ones before they retooled it. So this, and that's what this is. So it's metal fenders. Heck of a buy for 50 cents. So I grabbed that. Now, I grabbed this for 50 cents, too. Actually, this one was only a quarter. It was in a 25-cent box. And it's pretty wrecked. But I did touch up the wheels. But if this car was mint, it would sell for about 20. That's how crazy these cars are. And it's just a little Hong Kong, China off-brand. But it's a Toyota Corolla. And if you check eBay, they don't go cheap. So, like I said, I touched up the wheels because all the chrome was off. There was no chrome left. And I went with the silver. I like the silver look on this particular car better than the chrome. But pretty nice little car. Nice Toyota badging on the back. Headlight and tail light detail. And it has flea bites galore. This thing was loved. But it's the perfect Corolla for my oddball Toyota collection, and that's where it's going to go. So 25 cents. Also last night at the meet, I acquired this, which is an interesting piece. This is the new Hot Wheels Entertainment. This is the Punisher van. I've had some people ask me after posting pictures if it's a sliding door feature, and it's not. This is how it's cast. So yeah, it doesn't open. Now there is an articulating cannon of some kind that comes out the back. It just slides in and out with this, and then it articulates left to right. So there's that. This articulates. So, interesting little piece. Maybe a wheel donor, or I may send this off to someone. I don't know. Doesn't do much for me. But for all you diehard van collectors, y'all might want it. Now, I did find this one. This one I will keep in my collection. I was pretty stoked to find this. The Deadpool chimichanga truck. Deadpool himself is serving up the chimneys. And this is metal body, metal base, rubber tires with tread. Got the chalk outline on the roof. It's a cool piece. I like it. It's creative. And, I don't do a lot of this stuff, but that one I will throw into the collection. Alright, now we'll get to the good stuff. I never did get this when it came out. I was too busy trying to get the Cadillacs, which I did get, but I never did get the Toys R Us exclusive '64 Pontiac Grand Prix. So it was $4. That's $2 cheaper than retail. So, and I like the casting. It seems like every time they put this casting out, they ask themselves, what's the most boring color we can do this time? But it's a nice roller. I do like the wheels on this one. And I do like the car. So, gotta have my Auto World collection. So I got that. And that's pretty much last night. Last night was not much. But today was awesome. Also, I got bored last night with my lack of haulage And so I wheel swapped this because the wheels that were on it were pretty shoddy. And one of the mirrors busted off, so I took the other one off. But I think these wheels look a lot better. So there's that. All right. Now let's get to the awesome stuff. Today I went to my local honey hole where I haven't been in a while. It's a local shipping shop that sells die-cast, and the Toy Pimp has 2 shelves in a cabinet there. So I got some from the store, some from the Toy Pimp shelves, but we'll start with what I got from the store. Series 13 Muscle 2013 ZL1 Camaro. I only have one other of these Camaros in civilian deco. I think I have 3 or 4 others, but they're almost all like exclusives, like the Pep Boys exclusive and racing deco. It looks awesome in yellow. Now the rear axle seems to be a little bit log jammed, so it's not the best roller. There's the trading card, which I do keep. But I like it in yellow. I love the detail on this. I love these Camaros. I think they're some of Greenlight's nicest work. All of that is painted detail. It's almost like an Auto World quality of paint detail. And then the front, you have lens headlights that are tampoed over with a very detailed front grille. It's number 6185, so you know what? The rear axle is bent. That sucks. Because this car, every other one that I have, they roll pretty awesome. So the fact that this one doesn't, well, now it does, just has a little bit of a wobble. Just needed to be articulated back a little bit, but I just love the yellow. I'm pretty pleased with this car. The next Greenlight car. This one is awesome. You rarely come across these. You can buy them online, but people try to get premium prices for them. It is Muscle Car Garage. I don't know what series it is, but the copyright date is 2006. So this is a very early Greenlight piece. From stock and custom, the customs are the harder of the two to find. We got a 69 Mach 1 Ford Mustang, and it's in just a sick deco. So let's take a look at that. I love these early Greenlight cars, man. The quality is so much better on them. Number 360. Nice low number. It's got a gold engine block, which I don't know if you can see that or not. And the colorway on it is just awesome looking. Very nice roller. Man, that's a nice looking car. Almost looks like an Arizona plate, an old Arizona plate. I can't read it. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not Arizona, but the car is dope. That is just an awesome car. Painted spoiler. That's something you don't see very often from Greenlight. Usually the spoilers are black. Really dig the wheels on it. Yep. I'm happy to have that one. So In a collection of over 600 Greenlight cars, I only have 2 stock and custom cars from the custom side of it. I think I have a couple stock, but only have 2 customs. This one and that silver 67 Impala. But man, it's a green post. It's got this gunmetal base. Back when Greenlight had this base on their castings, the quality was just so much better. They roll so much better. There's no rattling. I mean, you take that and then take a new one, and there's just no comparison. And really no bad angle on this car either. So I like it. I like that one going into my collection. Alright, now let's get into the good stuff. Well, before we do that though, one more. I found this today at Walmart. I had to get it. I had the orange one and I traded it off. I wasn't in love with it, but I like the blue one a lot better. But, you know, I mean, it's not something I'm attached to. I would trade it if the right trade came along. But I like the blue better than the orange. It's a beast of a truck. I don't think it's scaled true. It's hard to tell because it's a C30. And I know those are a lot bigger than the C10s, but it just seems really wide. And M2s run a little big in general. They're closer to 1 to 60, 1 to 58 in some cases. But it is a true dually. Nice little truck. I like that. So I picked that up. And now we get to the good premium stuff. So as you saw in my last video, I did a how-to for the Kyosho Ferraris because they come as model kits. So here's a look at the FXX Evolution, however you say evolution in Italian, or Evolution. It's a really nice little car. Really nice little supercar. It's a really good roller too, for as low as it is to the ground. Got a really nice, wide, aggressive stance. And I think, I don't know for sure, but I think these FXXs are basically just souped up Enzos. It's basically like a racing version of the Enzo. Because all of the lines are the same until you get to the back. The back is extended. It's longer than the Enzo. And then you have a little bit more going on here. But like from here forward is pretty much the exact same car as the Enzo. So typical in Kyosho fashion, you've got lensed headlights. Nicely executed. The tail lights are not lensed because my road is definitely uneven. I don't know if these are, I don't know. I don't know enough about the car, but I know I like it. It's going to display nice. And my Kyosho Ferrari collection will continue to grow. Including today, because that's not the only Ferrari that I picked up today. Back in March at the Tucson Toy Show, I picked up a silver Challenge Stradale for, I ended up trading it to Champion DJK. And the silver is the best color on the car, but the Toy Pimp was fresh sold out of silver. But today I had my choice of 2 other colors. I think they're the only 2 other colors. It's hard to tell with Kyosho because they're on series like 22 of Ferrari. Okay, so the one he has came in a different series because I traded him the silver one. This one here, it's collection VI, so whatever Roman numeral VI is, I think that might be 6. But this one is only available in red, blue, or black, and I had the choice of yellow and blue. So the yellow one that was there probably came in the same series as his silver one. But this one definitely looked better than the yellow. It's probably not going to show on the channel as well as the yellow one would. But I already have 2 other yellow Ferraris, and I don't have any blue Ferraris. So I want to try to mix up the colors a little bit. But man, check out these wheels. Check out the detail on this thing. Very nice lens tail lights. Very detailed Ferrari logo. Which, for as small as it is, the fact that they can get it that sharp with, you know, no blurry edges or anything like that, it's very impressive. And then they've got the exhaust, nice and detailed. This car has a fantastic stance to it. And the quality of these wheels really adds to the overall look of the car. And then on the front, you've got some very nice detailed lens headlights, accurate side view mirrors. So that is a Ferrari that I'm happy to have. I would rather have the silver one, but this is not a bad consolation prize. Excellent rolling car. Rubber tires with tread. Unlike the FXX, which has slicks. Now this one I had to assemble, as you saw in the last video. The blue one was pre-assembled, so I don't know if the Toy Pimp assembled it or if someone owned it before assembled it. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. Just saved me 5 minutes of my life, so. Okay. Moving on with the premium detailed stuff, because I do have a few more. I don't buy a lot of these UCC cars, but I do have a few. I have a Mercedes and a Skyline, and there are certain ones that I do pick up. And the thing is, they're so cheap for what you get that it's like, if I come across them, I'll buy them. So we got this GTR that we're going to take a look at. And I can tell you this much. This casting, there's a lot of brands that do the GTR. You've got Hot Wheels. You've got Tarmac. You've got Kyosho. Even Tomica Limited Vintage does them. Greenlight does them. Of all of those brands, hands down, the nicest one I've seen is the TLV. I actually don't really care much for the Kyoshos, although they are nice. The worst one is obviously Hot Wheels, and I think Greenlight isn't that far behind. This one is very, very nice. This is much, much, much nicer than the Hot Wheels, yes, but also much nicer than the Greenlight. And it's the perfect color. I love this color in the scale. Nice prototypical wheels. Now the UCC diecast cars come with painted taillights. So you don't get lens taillights with these cars. But you do get very, very, very nice detail. And these cars are metal body, plastic base, rubber tires. No interior on these UCC cars because the windows are all blacked out, so you can't see inside anyways. But you do get very nice transparent lensed headlights. And the front end on this car, very, very awesome looking. So this is easily the nicest GTR that I have in 1:64. I would say probably the second nicest one that I have is the one from the Tokyo Torque Series 2, that satin black. But this thing is very, very nice. It's going to display nice. I have a really nice UCC silver Ken Mary. So a little bit of GTR lineage there. Silver and silver, I'll display them next to each other, and I think that'll make for a nice little display. So there's that. Got a few more. Another Kyosho. This is the McLaren 650S Coupe. Gorgeous car. This is a car that I've had in the past also. And I traded this for it was a Barrett Jackson green machine. Like, it was one of the expensive green machines. So it was a trade that was worth making. But the thing is, you know, the Toy Pimp, you know, if you buy these cars on eBay, or Amazon's expensive. They're way cheaper on eBay, I've noticed. But if you buy them on eBay, you're probably going to end up paying around $20 to $25 shipped. Now, there are some cars, like some of the Ferraris and some of the other cars, that you can get a lot cheaper. But with the Toy Pimp, for the most part, his Kyoshos are $10. And you don't have to pay for any shipping. At least I don't, because I'm local. So I think it's a good deal. This is a nice roller. Really nice detail. I like it. Great stance. Lens headlights. And I don't know if that tail light... Well, the tail lights are just barely painted. Alright, so I got two more. Another Kyosho McLaren. This one kind of stays true with my it's like an inadvertent attempt to collect Jay Leno's Garage in 1:64 scale. And so this is another piece that helps me get that collection, helps me continue to build that collection. This is the McLaren P1. He has this car in the same color. I'm going to try to get all the cars in the same color as his, but that's not always going to be possible. But in this case, the 66 Ford Galaxy is the same color as his. This one will be the same color as his. And this is the P1. So for all you hybrid lovers and electric car lovers, this thing here, this is a marvel of engineering. Although Kyosho, surprisingly, it's kind of disappointing how they cast the car, because on the side, this shadowed area, the black area, should be I don't know what it's called, but it should be like an air vent where the air, it should be open, is what I'm saying. Like the Ford GT, that whole area should be open all the way up through the back, up through here. But it's probably very difficult to accomplish in this scale, which is why they did it the way that they did. I'm not going to fault Kyosho, because their quality and their attention to detail is pretty much second to none. Another decent roller. So I'm happy to have that. That'll go in my Jay Leno's Garage collection. All right, and then the last one that I picked up today, this is the car that had me drive 40 minutes across town. This is a Kyosho Maserati. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to try. I know I'll butcher it, but you guys can see there. I've been looking on eBay actually at getting one of these. So when I saw that he had one down there, I was pretty stoked. Now, it didn't come in the bubble, so it's been exposed, so there's a little bit of wear on the rear window, but other than that, it's mint. There's no flea bites or anything like that. It's my color. It's the color that I love. And it's just an awesome vintage European GT car. Prototypical wheels, which are excellent, very nicely executed. I am convinced, I think it's easy to say at this point, Kyosho, hands down, makes the nicest wheels in 1:64 scale. Their wheels are much nicer than Tomica Limited Vintage. They're much nicer than Greenlight, Auto World, any other brand. They're just so nice, the job that they do on these wheels. And you get transparent lens tail lights, which also look to have the reverse lights and indicators, so that's nicely done. So the brake light is the top half, which is red, and then the bottom half is amber, which is your indicator, and then on the inside of the light fixture is the white part, which is your reverse light. Doesn't really show through on camera very well, but to the naked eye it's very easy to see it because the red doesn't bleed through to the amber. Interesting looking car. It's got some nice lines. It's definitely got a European look, and I definitely love it. You know, the Maserati Kyoshos can be kind of difficult to find, so happy to have that. And since there's a couple minutes left, I brought out two other Kyosho cars that I wanted to take a look at. My fix on Kyosho lately has been in vintage classic cars. So real quick, we will look at this Toyota Sports 800 from the Mechanical Doctor. This is from, yeah, the Mechadoc set, prototypical wheels. It's a little car, but it is true to scale, and it's an awesome little car. Lens headlights and taillights, rubber tires. It's an awesome little roadster. A rare wobble. You do not see that with Kyosho very often. It's very uncommon. Now the taillights are actually not lensed. They are painted. But still really nicely detailed. So really cool little Toyota Roadster. And then the other one, another Japanese Roadster. I think I like this one a little better than the Toyota. So the Toyota's a Sports 800. This is a Honda S800. And as you can see, it's just a little Honda Roadster. Got side view mirrors mounted on the fenders, which is something that was very common of the time. Very nice lensed headlights. I love the Honda logo in the center of the grille, because it's the old Honda logo, and they did a great job detailing that. And then you've got your indicators in there. That's just an awesome little car. And then this one does have transparent lens taillights. Now, something is a lot of people are doing with these cars now is they're restoring them using Honda motorcycle engines and Honda, like the CBR suspension. So that's kind of a popular thing, and it makes for a zippy little car with a very interesting gearbox. There's a couple actually videos on YouTube about it you guys can check out. Yes, one of them is actually on Jay Leno's channel. Although that might be an S600, which is a very similar car to this. So, anyways, with that, we'll wrap this video up. I do want to recap, just so you can see, too, scale reference for this Honda. I'll put the Ferrari right next to it so you can see just how small it actually is. There's your scale reference. It's a very, very tiny car, as is the Toyota. And Kyoshos are true to scale, so even though they don't make the official claim, I'll make that claim for them, because I can say with confidence that they are. So just to recap, we've got the UCC GTR, Kyosho Ferrari, a couple of those. I love the stock and custom Mustang, and I really dig the Camaro. A couple of McLarens, a lot of yellow. Toyota Corolla, and of course the Kyosho Maserati. So there you go. That is my Friday and Saturday. All right. Leave your thoughts below. Any questions you have, any comments. Thank you, as always, for checking out the video. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll holler at you all at the next diecast video.